Warning, today's video is very difficult. It is not meant for the weak-hearted. Earl has 4 more dimes than quarters. 4 more dimes than quarters. So that means, what does he have more of? Yes, more dimes. So if you look at part A, it says Earl has 10 quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 10 quarters. How many more dimes does he have? Well, you got the 10.
And then 4 more.
So he has the same number of dimes plus an extra 4. So in this case, you had to do 10 plus 4 equals 14 dimes. For part B, it says Earl has 10 dimes. So just write down 10 dimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, he has more dimes, correct? So we'll put the smaller amount on the bottom. The quarters will go on the bottom. Question is, how many quarters does he have? Again, how many more dimes does he have?
4.
4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the quarters are down here. So how many quarters does he have? 6 quarters. And to get that, I had 10 dimes minus the 4 more, which is 6 quarters. Part C. It says if Earl has 10 dimes and quarters all together, that means when you add up all the D's and all the Q's, what should the answer be?
10.
10. Very good. Now again, how many more dimes are there?
4.
4. So you're always going to need to have 4 extra D's on there, correct? So if he had 0 quarters, he has 4 dimes. If I add all that, does that add up to 10? No, it just adds up to 4. So if I had a quarter here, I should add a dime up here, yes? Because I want that 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still not enough. I'm going to add a quarter there and put a dime there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost. Quarter, dime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yay! I have 10 altogether, just like the problem says. So the question is, how many does he have of each? 7 dimes and 3 quarters. So number 2, he has 4 more what? What does it say for number 2? Oh, same thing. 4 more dimes than quarters. All right. So we'll put the dimes on top again because there are more of them. Ken has 12 quarters. So I'm going to put my quarters on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So for the dimes, he has more dimes, doesn't he? So I'm going to match up the dimes with the quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And he has how many more? 1, 2, 3. All right. So in this case, you had to do the 12 plus those 4 extra equals 16 dimes. Is that what the question's asking? For part B, Ken has 12 dimes, so I'm going to write down 12 dimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he has more dimes, doesn't he? How many more dimes? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my quarter should just go up to here. So we have how many quarters? 8. And how did we get that? We did 12 minus 4 to get 8 quarters. So again, how many more dimes does he have?
4 more.
So I'm going to write the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And all this should add up to what?
10.
Read it.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, 12.
12. Do you see 12 things here? No. So I'll add a quarter here, but I need to add a dime there to make it 4 more, correct? So I have 5 plus 1, that's 6. That doesn't match. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 8. Doesn't match. That's 10. That's 12. So how many dimes does he have?
Oh, 10, 8.
8 dimes. And how many quarters does he have?
4.
And what's 8 plus 4?
12.
Yay! So how do we figure out part A? What did we do to figure out how many dimes?
And,
Are you asking me or telling me? All right, part B. What are they asking for? So 10 minus 4 equals 6. And again, that's to find the quarters, correct?
Yeah.
All right, for this one here, now, how did I do this one? I had to keep adding one on there, but I want to use numbers to figure this out. So like, how did I figure out how many? Let's see, we know there are 4 more dimes and quarters. They tell you there's a total of 10. Now we know there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3 quarters. How do you? 6, 7. Yeah, okay. Now I have 4 more, and I have a 10. How do I get a 7 from any of that? Or a 3? Yes.
oh, well, 7 plus 3 is 10.
Except they don't give us the 7, they don't give us the 3. The only thing they give us is a 10 and a 4.
Well, every time you put, well, you start off with 4 dimes.
Mm-hmm.
Then every time you put a dime, you put a quarter.
Or every time I put a quarter, I put a dime.
Yeah.
All right. So I look at this, I really can't tell how to turn a 10 and a 4 into a 7, or a 10, a 4 into a 3. So I'm just going to leave that as is. What do you notice here with the dimes and quarters?
There's 4 of each.
There's 4 of each. Let's look here. What do you notice about the dimes and quarters?
There's 3 of each.
There's 3 of each. So that's like the same amount, right? Ah.
And there's always 4 dimes at the end.
And there's always 4 left over. So there are 2 of these things. We'll say 2 times whatever of each coin you got there, plus 4 dimes, yes? And that's going to give you the 10. If I do the same thing here, I have 2 times whatever those coins are. Let's erase coins here. Plus that 4 extra dimes is going to give you what in this case? 12. I just want to know how many quarters there are. Let's just say, or dimes, it doesn't matter. But I have this extra here. So let's get rid of it.
That means it would be 0 quarters.
What do I have to get rid of?
The dime. The 4
And how,
quarters.
those 4 extra, right? So if I'm going to get, I want to get rid of these 4. But if I get rid of these 4,
The dime.
is this now 12?
No.
What do I have to do now with this number?
4.
Good, subtract 4. Now that's 8. Kind of see what I'm doing? I'm getting rid of the extra. Now these are the same. I just want to know one of these. Well, I have 8. Well, if both of these are 8, how much is one of these going to be?
4.
One is going to be 4. So in this case, I had to divide. So what I had to do was subtract 4 first of all to get an 8. And then I divided by 2 to get 4, yes? Oh, so I had to get rid of the extra and then divide by 2. And that'll give me how many quarters are there. Boom, 4 quarters. Let's see if that works here. How many extra are there?
4.
4. And how many total are there?
10.
What's 10 minus 4?
6.
And what's 6 divided by 2?
3.
3, which is what we got there. if I want just this to be here, let's say I just want quarters, yes? Because that's what the question's asking for. I want to get rid of this, and I want to get rid of this. Well, how many extras are here?
4.
4. So I get rid of 4. But what does it mean to get rid of?
Not there anymore.
What does it mean to get rid of in math?
To subtract.
Subtract. So I got to subtract. 10 minus 4 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I just want the quarters, yes?
Yeah.
So I want to get rid of these. I want to cut it in half. What does it mean to cut in half? Divide by what?
2.
Divide by 2. What's 6 divided by 2?
3.
1, 2, 3. And that's where that came from. So again, just like over there, I had to do the total, take away the extra, and since I had 2 of these things, I had to divide all of this by 2.